Philharmonic bass players, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to do something a little different. We are going to create our own score for a video game. Sounds a little complicated, but it's actually really easy. So this is just kind of like a practice round on improvisation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a video, a YouTube video, of somebody playing a vintage game of Pac-Man. And we're going to assign different noises on our bass to different movements that the Pac-Man does. And we're going to watch and play at the same time. And every time he does certain moves or something specific is happening, we're going to play a certain noise to go along with it. So I'm going to show you my breakdown of how I've set everything up. And then you're going to choose your own noises for yours. So for mine that you're about to witness, when I watched this video, I made a little list of all of the movements that the Pac-Man does. So some of the movements that he does is just moving, just walking forward, right? Then sometimes he's moving while he's eating the little balls. And then sometimes he eats one of the bigger balls, right? Sometimes he eats a fruit. Sometimes he gets eaten, right? And sometimes he eats a ghost. Or sometimes after he eats one of the balls, the little ghosts start moving around and they turn blue, right? So I have a different noise that I'm going to make for every one of those. So when Pac-Man is just moving and he's not eating as well, I'm going to play a tremolo. So that's what you'll hear when you see him just moving around. When he's moving as he's eating, I'm going to play a trill. Right? And when it gets really intense and the little ghosts are closing in on him, I'm going to make my trill a little more intense. So it'll go from when he's just moving around to, if it starts to get really intense, it'll sound more like this. Right? So if he eats one of the bigger balls, I'm going to do a little slide up. Right? If he eats a fruit, I'm going to play an arpeggio. If I can play it right. A G arpeggio. If he gets eaten by a ghost, I'm going to slide down. Right? Because it sounds kind of like, oh, I just got eaten, right? I'm trying to pick noises that like fit with the theme of what's happening, or like kind of correspond to the motion. If he eats a ghost, I'm going to play a little harmonics. Right? But if he eats one of the balls and the blue ghost starts just moving around, then I'm just going to hang out on a harmonic until he eats one. So, when you make your own, you're going to you're fine to use a Pac-Man video, but you can also go and find any other kind of video game and do this, make a little list of all of the different motions. That's why it's kind of better to pick a video game that's pretty simple, like Pac-Man, because if you have 12 different sounds that you're trying to remember when to do what, then you're going to be a little overwhelmed. So pick something pretty simple. I recommend typing in like vintage video games. Vintage Nintendo games are even better. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and then you're going to do it on your own. So let's see. I'm going to angle this so you're going to be looking at this screen from my screen. Let's see if you can see okay. So you won't really be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me and watch as this is playing. Alright, so I'll go over it one more time. So moving is a tremolo. Moving and eating is a trill. If he eats a ball, I'm going to slide up. If he eats a fruit, I play an arpeggio. If he gets eaten, I slide down. If he eats a a ghost, I do harmonics. And yeah, let's go for it. Let's try it. All right. So he's moving. Now he's not eating. Now he's, oh. So there you have it. That was me using all of my different little sounds every time he did the corresponding move. So now it's your turn. I'm gonna send a couple example videos as a link with this one, but feel free to find your own. Step 1 is write a list of all of the moves that your character makes that you're gonna assign a sound to. Step 2, assign a sound to each of the moves. And step 3 is practice playing along with it as you're watching it. And step 4 is try to record yourself playing along with the video. So you're welcome to do kind of what I did when I was videoing it and video the screen and put the video on silent and play along. So I won't really be able to see you play, but I'll be able to hear you play and watch what you're playing along to. So good job this week. Have fun with the video and definitely text me or call me or email me if you have any questions or any of this doesn't work well for you. Bye guys.